everybody, and welcome to another video. Today, to start off with anyway, we're going to be setting up a live drive for Friday, the 21st of Feb, this Friday, with a bit of a difference. You guys are going to tell us where we're going to go. I'm going to give you 4 destinations. Whatever one gets the most votes is where we're going to be driving to. Now, I'm not quite sure of what time we're going to be doing it. It's going to be sort of around about 10 to 12ish, I reckon. It all depends on what time I can get Sarah out of her pit. She's not a morning person at all, so it's probably 10 o'clock earliest. So make sure you got your little bell button on the subscribe going off, so whatever time I go live, you get to know about it straight away. So as per usual, we will be leaving somewhere in Sutton in Surrey, heading towards the coast. What coastline we go to is down to you. Obviously it's going to be down south somewhere because that's where we are. Yeah, so whatever one gets the most votes, I will drive to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you 4 destinations, and all you got to do is type down the destination that you want me to go, and the one with the most votes is where I drive to. So it really is that simple. So here's destination number 1. Yep, good old Brighton. As most southerners do, if they want to go down the coast, they always choose Brighton. That's probably why we always get ripped off with the parking down there. Brighton is number 1. Now, number 2 is just over to the right hand side from Brighton, as you're looking at it on the map, that is. It's good old Eastbourne. And as you can see, it's only just down the road from Brighton, but it's an extra hour to get there when I've done this on the map anyway. So number 2 is Eastbourne. So now number 3, we are going to go so far right, we're almost off the map. So number 3 is Margate. And as you can see there, it's about 2 hours and it's 80 miles. Did you see the difference between Eastbourne when I've done this map? It's about 60 miles and 2 hours and 14 minutes. You can see all the roadworks going down there. So hopefully you're not going to choose that one. Yeah, so you can go more miles and less time. Weird, eh? So we'll get to number 4, shall we? Now, number 4 is over to the left, completely away from all this lot. Number 4 is Bournemouth. So as you can see, Bournemouth is the furthest one away, nearly 100 miles. So getting back as well, because we're not staying on the evening, we're going back. So on my day off, I will be doing over 200 miles of driving on my day off from driving. Yeah. So it's all down to you. Just one word in the comment section down below of the place where you want me to drive to. Obviously Sarah's going to be with me, she's going to be reading the comments as we go, and obviously yet again we are governed by the signal of the phone. So if it goes a bit blurry and all of that sort of stuff, you lose signal and it freezes and all that sort of stuff, there's not really a lot I can do about that, unfortunately. I don't think there is a system that will actually cover that anyway. I've looked into it and I really don't think there is a way round that. If you know of a way round that, please let us know in the comment section down below. And I think I will tinker with my camera a bit before we go as well. I think I'm got too much sky. I think I need to have a little bit of my bonnet on there, and believe it or not, I have got the filter on and there's a load of reflections there. I'm not quite happy about all the reflections, but I'll have a little tinker tomorrow and see what I can do, and hopefully it'll be a little bit better on Friday. Although we're not going to be using this camera, are we, you div? We're using my phone. Cancel that one out. I'm just being soppy. Yep, I've just had a senior moment. Can you have a senior moment at the age of 57? Yeah, you probably can. I just had one. So one thing's for sure, we're going to be leaving roughly around there, but we could end up in any of them places. It's all down to you. So just leave your comment down below of where you want me to go. One of them 4. And on Friday morning, well, hopefully Friday morning, if I can get Sarah out of her pit, I will let you know where we're going. And once I do set it up on YouTube, there will be a time on it, and I will try my best to actually get to that time when we leave. So keep an eye out for it. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow. So now that's all done and dusted, I'm going to show you a few little clips what happened to me today. This one is really unfair of me to judge this guy. The pickup in front of us here, he goes down a one-way street and no entry the wrong way. But the only problem is, going the correct way, the road is closed. So if you live down that street, how else are you going to get down that road? You can't get down it from the other side. You can only get down it from this side, which is, obviously, as you can see, a no entry. But does that make it right or wrong? There's no other way of getting down there because it's closed the other way. Let us know in the comments down below what he should have done. So now we're going through Cheam, and as you can see, there are 2 lanes here, but only 2 lanes if you've got 2 small cars, because I can't even get past this Mercedes. Never mind the bus. You got no chance. It's only when it opens up, when you get close to the lights, that it gets a little bit wider, and it's still not wide enough when there's the bus there. But look at the lights. They change to amber literally as I'm on the stop line. Now, I'm okay to go through the lights, but what about the people behind me? What do you reckon? They had time to stop? Should they have stopped? Obviously, one of them is an Audi, so it's always an Audi. So now in this clip, we're pulling up to these set of traffic lights here. There's 2 lanes, and after you get past the traffic lights, it goes into 1 lane. So it's a merge-in turn. But my question is, when does the merge-in turn finish? Now, obviously, there's a van that's pulled up next to me. He will be in front of me. There's no doubt about that. He will be in front of me, whether it's in front of the car in front of me or in between us. He will be in front of me. That's the way merging turns work. He goes for it, so he's going to go in front. Now, after the lights here, the lanes change, and there's only 1 lane now, but not when it's an Audi. For me, the merge is finished, but the Audi, being an Audi, always an Audi. So in this clip, there's a couple of things to look out for. We are turning left at this roundabout here, but it is a designated left turn, so I don't have to wait. Basically, I can go straight out. The road markings are worn, but you can see that sign there. It's telling you where to go. It's quite clear there. Now, a little bit further up here, the road markings may be worn, but that sign is pretty clear of where you're supposed to go if you want to go left. If you're in the left lane, you do go left. That car there is going right, so it hasn't paid any attention to anything. Now, this one over here is the next one on this clip. See that line over there? She almost goes into my lane across them lines because of one thing, the phone. She's looking down at something in her car, obviously a phone. Now you can tell by my reaction, you don't see the phone, but you can tell by my reaction and the way she's driving here, she's lane hogging. Get over. But the phone, she's looking down at her phone. It's such a distraction. It's just unbelievable how many people still use it. There you go, she needed a flash to get out the way. So now in this clip, we are approaching a roundabout that is a bit busy because there's a bus round the corner that stopped at a bus stop, and there's a bit of a tailback. But it's about common courtesy, having a little think about other people on the road. As you can see, the road now to the left is getting a bit busy, and there's not a lot I can do other than come here. But when we go to the rear camera now, look how other people do it. Now, the car behind me is doing nothing wrong. He wants to go straight on rather than turn left, which is in the correct lane to do that. The Fiat should be further over to the left. The right, as we're looking at it, should be way further over. But it's the next car that's coming round the roundabout that I have issues with. It's blocked off the road. It's blocked off the road, and it's got no idea that there's a Mercedes up the inside of it there. Just pulls out. Mercedes doesn't know what it's doing. Mercedes doesn't want to come down our road anyway. It wants to go round. These people just don't look in their mirrors or anything anymore. Now in this next clip, it's just a case of braking distance. That Mini that's just pulled out there, this is a 30 mile an hour speed limit road, and I'm pretty much doing 30 miles an hour. and she just catches me up quite quickly. But it's the braking distance. It's sort of a thing of the past with some people. They cannot see any danger in it. I mean, that's all right where she is now, but you watch how close she gets. I mean, that's just ridiculously too close. There's a car and a half length between us there. It is only a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit. Is it alright if I do somewhere near that without being a view up my arse? Now in this clip, just past the traffic lights here, I'm turning right, and there is a right turn only lane for us to get into. The car in front of me is doing the same. The one in front of that, yeah, can you guess what car it is that doesn't really want to turn right but is in the right turn only lane? You'll see it holding everyone up. Yeah, always an Audi. Now I've just dropped my passengers off at A&E and it's time for me to leave the hospital. See that sign up there? I will highlight it and freeze frame it. Now, there it is. There's an arrow going left. To where? The idiots have put a sign in front of the sign so you can't see it. Which way's the way out? Yeah, it's, how you put the sign behind another sign or put a sign in front of the sign? Ugh. British workforce, you gotta love them. Now in this clip, the bin men are in the way again. Not their fault. I'm turning right. The guy coming towards me is turning left into the same road. Now he's seen me. He even waves to me. He knows I'm behind him. Yeah, he must know I'm behind him. Now, I've done delivery work and I know it's a pain in the arse to find places and that. But he can see me because I can see him in his mirror. In his wing mirror there, I can see him, so he can see me. Now he's driving on the wrong side of the road here. No indication whatsoever. Is it against the law to use an indicator, mate? And the thing is, when I drove past him, he's looking at me as though I'm doing something wrong. It was like, what is your problem, mate? My problem is you. Now in this clip, we are approaching a roundabout and it has two lanes, one that goes straight on, one that goes right. Have a guess where this car in front of me is going? It does indicate, very late, but it does indicate. It's just its lane positioning is my problem here. I mean, where are you going? You're turning right. Why are you all the way over there? Oh, I know why.
Shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot, shitting Peugeot. Click on me.
So now it's time for the Audi. It's behind us at the moment, and how the hell do you make an Audi driver have the ump? Yeah, you follow the highway code. You're supposed to let them go, which I do. The Audi driver behind me didn't see any of that and has gone straight into that keep clear that was there. When we go to the rear camera in a minute, you'll see that I've just gone round the roundabout, no problem, and I'm on my way. The Audi was turning right, so it's not even following me down here. And we go to the rear camera now. Here comes the Audi. Now it wants to get into the right hand lane. It can't do that because I've stopped to let the pedestrian cross, which is what you're supposed to do. And how you piss him off is that I got out and he didn't. Always an Audi. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to let us know where you want me to take the live drive to. So keep an eye out for Friday, probably around about 10ish. So thanks a lot for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.